Hello everyone, welcome to today's class. Today we have this challenge before us here. This question is a very nice geometric question. So we have a circle inscribed inside a triangle, and from the diagram given here, the size of the triangles are all different. Okay, so this is a scaling triangle. So the question here, we have part or point A and the B here, and we have the C here. Here we have a 90 degree. And the size of the triangle are given in terms of pi. So we have here pi, here we have 2 pi, here we have 3 pi. And this circle that is inside, what is the circumference of this circle? So calculating the circumference of this circle is very easy. First of all, we have to get the formula for circumference of a circle, and then we get all the parameters needed to calculate the circumference here. And so from here, we're going to look for the radius of this circle first. And you discover that this circle is touching all 3 sides of the triangle. So since it's touching all 3 sides of the triangle, we just have to calculate for the radius first. So let's take this as our radius. Again, this is not drawn to scale, okay? This is not drawn to scale. So for us to calculate the radius here, there's a relationship or a link between this, and the radius of this circle. So we're going to use one of the simplest formula. We can solve this for the radius. We can solve for the radius using about 3 approaches, but let's use the simplest one of the 3. Here we can get our arrow, which is the radius, is equal to, going to have, look at our A here. The A is, the small letter A is the side that is facing our capital A. So this is small letter A, this is small letter B, and this is our small letter C. So relating them, we're going to give us our A times our B all over our A plus B plus C. Okay, this is the formula I'm going to use to get the radius. Okay, like I said, we have other formulas we can use to get the radius. But with this, then we can go ahead and substitute into the system. So what is our A? So we're going to have our radius is equals to A is this. So we have pi times, what is our B? Our B is 2 pi. So we have 2 pi all over our small a is pi again, then plus our small b is 2 pi, and our small c is 3 pi. So we have 3 pi. So if we simplify this, this is going to give us, if we use this to times this, so what happened? This is pi, this is pi. And so because the bases are the same, we're going to add the exponent. We have here 1, 1. So this is going to give us our 2 pi to the power of 2, then all over. We can add all this together because they have the same quantity here. The only thing is the coefficient. So we have a coefficient of 1 here. So we have here 1 plus 2 pi will give us, 1 pi plus 2 pi will give us 3 pi. 3 pi plus 3 pi will give us 6 pi here. So 2 is common, so 2 here 1, 2 here will give us R3. So we now have this to be our pi to the power of 2 all over our 3 pi. So this is our arrow. So therefore, the radius is equal to our, now, if you check this now, we can apply the division law of indices. This is to the power of 1. I will send this up here. So this is going to give us our pi all over 3. So we have our radius is equal to 1 all over 3 pi. Okay. So if we have this as our radius, now what is the formula for calculating our circumference? We know that circumference C is equals to 2 pi radius. Easy, right? So a pi here is already in the formula. Okay, it's a constant, but here we are solving in terms of pi. So we are not changing pi to 22 all over 7. So if we put in our radius into this is going to give us 2 times our pi times our 1 all over 3, the pi here. All right, so if we multiply out, this is going to give us our 2. This is pi, multiplying pi, it will give us our pi to the power of 2 all over 3. So therefore, our circumference of this circle here is equals to 2 all over 3, the pi all raised to the power of 2. So this is the value of the circumference, the distance around this circle in terms of pi. Okay, now if we are requested to calculate this in terms of the numerical values, all you just need to do is to plug in 22 all over 7, square it, then multiply by 2 all over 3. Then whatever gives you the numerical value to this challenge. This is a very simple one, I guess. Okay, thank you for staying back. Thank you for watching. Until we see you in our next class. Keep winning. Bye for now.